Hi, this is Richard. Let me tell you some more about this book. In this book, it is an autobiography. I'm using real-life stories to understand how our conditioned mind is working. The moment we start understanding our mind, the moment we can start seeing, observing our mind, we have a new choice. Instead of acting our whole life according pre-programmed conditions, we can choose a new response. In this book, I will talk about judgment. Judgment is one of the biggest mechanisms of the conditioned mind, which takes away a lot of happiness. I'm making a lot of these videos, and when I observe myself in the video, my conditioned mind is vicious. It's difficult to share, but it's like I hate myself. Of course, it's not the ultimate truth. It is the conditioned mind. I don't like how I look. I never like what I'm wearing. I never say the right things in the right way. The lighting is never perfect. It is vicious. It is really vicious. For my conditioned mind, I will never, ever be good enough. Observe yourself when you're watching this video. What judgments come up for you? Now, a next mechanism is projection, because our judgments, sometimes we judge ourselves, but also very often, very often, did you judge that? Very often we judge outside. Other people, the world, and the denial keeps it out of our awareness. We project our judgment on others. When I came to India, I judged people for being late. It was the projection of a judgment towards me. It came from the non-acceptance of myself. When I say myself, again, we have to be present. What is self? If we're in our conditioned mind, self is this body with these thoughts. But we have these scientists who say that at the deepest level of truth they have so far discovered, everything is connected to everything. Everything is one. So I'm not just this bone bag. I'm not just this bone bag with these horrible thoughts. I am everything. I am you. I am nature. Everything. Everything I judge, inside or outside, is a judgment of self, capital S. Every time I do that, I disconnect from who I truly are. Now, how healthy can that be? We disconnect from the source of life. We cut ourselves off, and we live in a very powerful illusion of separation. It does not make us happy. It does not make us happy. Judgment, projection, denial. A lot of stories in the book, real life stories about these principles. Next two mechanisms, attachment and resistance. Life is. Conditioned mind resists. No, I don't want life to be like this. I want it different. I want a different body. I want a different spouse. I want different friends. Or they should behave different. I want other work. We resist life. But life just is. Little me, little piece of consciousness, awareness, is fighting the whole universe. So guess who is winning? It is why we're so tired in the evening, and it is why we fall sick. Resistance. Lots of stories in this book about resistance, so you can recognize where you are resisting life and where you're taking away your own happiness. Attachment. Next mechanism of the egoic conditioned mind. So what is ego? Ego is a false thought. It is a false belief. And it identifies with things in the material world. And it can identify with mental concepts. What do I mean with that? For example, we identify with our bodies. We are attached to our bodies. We don't want something to happen to our body. That's why ego's biggest fear is fear of death. Death, the physical death, is also an illusion. No worries. This book will say more about that. We identify with money. We are attached to money. They take away our money. They take away our happiness. It's not our happiness. It's just a conditioned mind. I will tell you stories about that. In 2007, I made a lot of money. Then I lost a lot of money. And I was more or less broke for about 6 years. It does not define who you are, money. Mental concepts. I want to be a hero, a CEO, or a president. Then I'm cool. All conditioned mind. Don't chase mental concepts. Don't chase bodies. I've done that, I think, for 40 years. Still once in a way I'm doing it. You know, I'm not free of ego. We want the perfect wife or the perfect girl, the perfect guy. We want the perfect body. We want the house, the car, the widescreen television, a lot of money. And somewhere along that journey, we get disillusioned. Which is good. We're realizing this is not making us happy. So, start detaching. You are not your money. You are not your body. Don't chase things in the physical world. What you truly want is experience. I know I do. All I want is to experience love, joy, and experiencing feeling free to express myself, free to create. And please give me some peace of mind. My conditioned mind is driving me bonkers sometimes. And last, I want experience of service, of making a difference, of contributing. What's in the way? The egoic mind, with judgment, projection, denial, resistance, and attachment. Next, two mechanisms: guilt and fear. Someone is coming late. I judge them. I scold them. I'll make sure they will feel bad and guilty, and after that I will feel bad and guilty that I scolded them. It doesn't go anywhere. It does not make us happy. One of the major lessons I have learned in life, that life is an opportunity to create experiences for myself, and all the right and wrong is just a lot of mental bullshit from the conditioned mind. If we want the experience of money, we might feel guilty about it. Because what about the people who do not have money? Mostly we create experiences for ourselves which are not worthy of who we truly are. We create disease, unhappiness, and we feel bad and we feel guilty. In the book, I write a lot about that. Last one, fear. Big one. We choose so often based on fear. I don't want this to happen, so I don't do that. You can see it in parenting. They're so afraid something will happen to their child. Don't talk to strangers. And we create separation. We create fear. We create non-trust. It is not going to give us that world which works for everyone. In 2012, I got very sick because I'm a master in giving stress to myself. I've learned for that. Actually, it goes automatically when you take traditional schooling. For 5 years, I was stuck in the city of Bangalore, very busy city, and I wanted to live in nature. But it was not the right time. I didn't have a budget. We were already in debt. So I didn't do it until I got myself very sick and I thought I was going to die. Then I said, it's enough. And in 2 weeks' time, I was living in nature. I chose from love, while for 5 years, I had been choosing from fear. A lot of stories in the book about love and fear. I hope I have raised your interest. I really hope this book provides value for you. If you're interested, then on this page you can buy the book. And before you do so, make a commitment. You say to yourself, this book will change my life. This book will support me to create a life I love in every aspect. I've worked with a lot of test readers from all around the world, and the potential is there. Invite friends to read along, read together, or come online and read with us. I see the biggest thing which makes life a little bit more bearable is to make the journey together. I'm looking forward to see you soon. Enjoy reading. Bye bye.